Good evening everyone and welcome back to Gib84 Gaming, and this is going to be my pickups for May. End of the month, so another pickups video. I've got quite a few wee bits and bobs to show off here, and I'll start off with some tuber gifts and tuber trades. So the first one is from Mr. Feed Me Chicken. He sent me a message. So Feed Me Chicken is going to feature 3 times in this video. So the first time he sent me a wee message and he said he had something to send on to me. He said the condition's not great, but I can swap it over with another case, and I will do it at some point. I just haven't got round to it at the moment. But he sent me Area 51 on the PS1. This is a brilliant little cheesy first person, what do you call it, light gun game. I remember this back in the arcade, and I remember this when I was younger. I had it on the PS1 back in the day. It doesn't have the slipped cover, what do you call that bit? The inlay, the front inlay. Got the manual, it's got the disc. I just need to get a better case to put it in. But thank you very much, Feed Me Chicken. That's an absolute cracking little gift I got there. Next one was from Corbana, Jim Corbana. He showed off a couple of the games that he got recently for the PS1, and then he ended up having a double. And it's a game that I remember playing years and years and years ago. My uncle Glenn, he gave me this game when I was younger. That's another video in itself, because he used to give us loads and loads of games, and the memories I had from Uncle Glenn giving us games was amazing, and this was one of them. And it's a game that I've mentioned to heaps of games. I've told him he has to get on this because it's an absolute classic Doom clone, and it's exhumed on the PS1. Brilliant game. I love this game back in the day. I've not played it yet. I need to get on it, but the memories we had with this was amazing. And it's all nice and complete as well. Got the game in there, front inlay there, and a nice little chunky manual there as well. So Jim, thank you very much for that. That's an absolute jewel in the kit. I love this game. Thank you very much for that. And then the next one, not from Feed Me Chicken, but Feed Me Chicken messaged me and said if I had seen Dan the Games Man, if I'd seen his recent pickups video. And I do watch Dan the Games Man. I've not been watching much YouTube recently because work has been quite intense, taking over quite a bit. But I managed to get over and watch his video, and he picked up a whole bunch of PC stuff. And I think he said he wasn't really collecting that much for PC, and he was going to hand them into a charity shop. So I got in touch with him through Instagram, because there's one game that I really wanted, and I've seen it in the past. I've never played it. I've seen it in all the old magazines, the PC Gamers and things like that, and I wanted to grab it. So I reached out to him and asked him if I could do a trade. He was happy to do a trade. I sent him a game, and he sent me across Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. It looks absolutely brilliant. I really like the kind of setting, like the Chernobyl kind of setting. I remember watching a series on Netflix called The Dark Tourist, and that sort of stuff really interests me. And so when I seen he had this, I really wanted to swap it with him. And he was a gent, really nice to talk to, and really happy I managed to get this trade over the line. So thank you very much, Dan. Brilliant. I'm going to get that played soon. Next we'll go on to a charity shop where I picked up 2 games here. So the first one is Destroy All Humans for $150 for the PS2. It doesn't have the manual, unfortunately, but that's fine. You don't play the manuals. And then the next one was $150 as well, because it didn't have a price on it. But when I went to CEX, this is going for like 15 quid, I think it is. So to get it for $150 is definitely a bargain, and it's Sea of Thieves on the Xbox One. I'm pretty sure it's an online only game, I think. But it looks pretty cool. It's a Rare game. Not Rare, but it's made by Rare. But it looks quite good. I think it started off quite poorly when it first released, but I think after a lot of patches and stuff and a lot of additions, it's meant to be really, really cool now. A bit like No Man's Sky, like that started off really slow and really poor, but that's meant to be really, really good now as well. So grab them 2 for 3 quid, which was pretty cool. Next we'll go to game. So I picked up 3 games for the 3 for 2 deal. 3 games at a £5 each, so we got 3 games for a tenner. And we picked up this one. I'm sure I watched Ross Bahaha. I'm sure he played this a while ago, and it's Ghost of a Tale. And it looked pretty cool when he was playing it. I'm not sure if he was overly impressed with it, but I thought it looked alright. I think it looks really nice with screenshots in the background. I've seen some gameplay with Ross playing it as well, and it looks pretty nice, to be honest. So I picked that up at $4.99. And then I picked up this one, and I know it's not meant to be that good. It's meant to be pretty poor, to be honest. But I played what did I play? Front Mission Evolved this year, and I really liked Front Mission games back in the day. Well, saying I only played Front Mission 3, I really liked Front Mission Evolved. Thought it was a really cool game, so I picked up Left Alive, and it's got like the artwork of the Metal Gear guy, and I always forget his name, and it's annoying. I always forget his name, but like the artwork is absolutely stunning. I mean, the box art is fantastic, but I've heard the game isn't that great. But I'll definitely give it a play because I did like Front Mission and I liked Front Mission Evolved, so I'll definitely give us a play at some point. So that was part of the 3 for 2 as well. And the third one for the 3 for 2, again, Mr. Feed Me Chicken. So this is the third mention, Feed Me Chicken. He sent me a message asking me if I played this game before, and I hadn't, so I thought I had to make a point of getting this because it does look pretty cool. So I played it this year, and it was like my 29th game, I think, of the year. And it was really, really cool. The storyline is really involving, really engrossing, twists and turns, and it keeps you guessing all the way to the end. And yeah, I can't really... And he said it's going to be interesting to see what I can say about it without spoiling the game. And you can't really say much about it without spoiling the game. It's kind of like a murder mystery kind of game. But I can tell you my favourite part was like in a graveyard, and you're shooting all these bad guys, and then this really cheesy pop song comes on. Some girl singing. It's a cheesy pop song, but somehow it fits with the kind of graveyard aesthetic, and it's really dark, and you're shooting all these bad guys, and this cheesy pop song. It was just really cool. I really enjoyed that bit. And it's it's Get Even. Really cool game. Really keeps you guessing all the way to the end. Keeps you engrossed. The graphics are pretty good as well. And like the kind of like chapter select is really good as well, because you're like in a almost like a cell. It's like a cell. And there's like bulletin boards all around, and that's kind of your levels. You get to go back into the levels to 100% them, and find all the kind of missing clues and photographs and journal notes and things like that. But yeah, Get Even is a really good game. Highly recommended from Feed Me Chicken, and I would definitely recommend it as well. Good game. Next we'll go on to some... Where do we go now? So Ryan, my friend at a local shop, at the moment I've got my PS3 in there getting repaired, and my PSP. My PSP's got a really weird scratching sound when you put a UMD in it. It's really annoying, so he's fixing that. He's fixing my PS3, and I went in to see him, and he had, like he had the last month or two, he had like a big bag of PS1 stuff, and it was all kind of like jumbled up. He hadn't had time to go through it yet, so I managed to piece together a copy without the front inlay of Tenchu 2, and asked him how much he wanted for it, and he said £1, so I gave him £1, so I was happy with picking this up for £1. I've never played the second one. The first one, me or my brothers did play, and you went Ricky Maru and Ayame, I think it was, but this one's got like a third character as well. So Tenchu 2 for £1 is definitely a steal, that. And he also gave me a little freebie. It doesn't have the game inside it, but it's a little bit of Nintendo cardboard for all those aficionados that love the Nintendo cardboard, and it's Wario Land 2 for the Game Boy. It's in really, really nice condition. I just need to get the cart, and then it'll be a complete box. It's got like, let's just open up just real quick. The tabs are all really nice still, like they're not hanging off or anything. Let's open it up. So we've got the kind of insert, and then we've got the manual as well. So that's cool. Once I get the game, I'll have a nice little complete Game Boy game, which I don't have at the moment in my collection. Next we'll go on to some eBay. So Paul the Ink Northerner, sorry, I was watching Retro Bears, was it TMB podcast, and they were talking about Disney games, and Paul Ink Northerner was in the comments, and I mentioned Big Hero 6 because me and Jay really liked Big Hero 6, and I thought it would be really cool for a good Big Hero 6 game. And Paul mentioned that there was one on the 3DS, so I went straight onto eBay and I grabbed Big Hero 6 Battle in the Bay. Not played it yet, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a little kind of side-scrolling beat 'em up kind of thing. I have played this recently. I played Batman Brave and the Bold in the DS, and that was brilliant. And I played Thor last year, I think it was, on a Champion 2D Rod recommendation, and this looks quite similar. So like nice 2D kind of hand-drawn kind of graphics, side-scrolling brawler kind of thing. So that could be pretty cool. Next eBay purchase was 1945 1 and 2, the arcade games. So I have 1945 2 on the PS1, and I was playing that not long ago. Like I was just dipping in and out of it. Really good shooter, really classic kind of shmup. So I managed to pick this one up, and I think it was like maybe £3, £4, like all in with postage and package as well. So I thought that was a nice little steal. It's all nice and complete as well. I need to get good at the old shmups. So the next bundle, I picked these games up for the PC. I know not a lot of people like collect for the PC and things. And it's a big massive bundle. I think it's like 14 games, so I'll just quickly go through them. I picked the bundle up for a tenner, $9.99 with free postage package. I picked it up really just for one game. There's another game here that looks quite interesting, but I think it's rubbish. I think it's absolutely crap. But I'll go through it anyway quickly. We've got F-16 Fighting Falcon, Return to Zork, Toonstruck. Nice, that looks like a wee point and click kind of game as well. Tomb Raider, which I've already got. I've got the big box PC version of this, but that's cool to have too. Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. Stephen King's F-13. Now this is one I thought, wow, I've not really heard of that. A Stephen King game, it must be good. But I've recently checked it out on like for reviews and stuff, and it's meant to be absolutely pants. It's meant to be terrible. So I probably won't play it, but maybe I will because it's a bad game and people like to play bad games sometimes, so might give it a wee go. Mahjong Towers. Not really interested in that one. Conquest of the New World. Creatures 2. High Command. Eastern Front. Throne of Darkness, which looks quite good actually. Astro Rock. And then this is the game I picked up. So the bundle was a tenner, and I picked it up just for this game. The rest of them are just kind of like throwaway kind of games. But this game I've seen actually my local CEX in this particular condition as well, and it was going for 20 quid, and I nearly bought it, but I held off, and I'm glad I did because I got it in this bundle for a tenner, and it's System Shock 2. This game, I'm sure a lot of people know about it, but it's made by the same guys that made the Bioshock games. I've wanted to play this for a long time. It's another one of them kind of bucket list kind of games. I'm sure I've seen heaps of games. He briefly played it as well on his channel. But yeah, I mean, for a tenner for all that stuff, and then System Shock 2, I'm so glad to have this game now, so I need to get this played this year eventually. Brilliant to have that. So that was the eBay stuff. Onto another little second hand shop. I picked these games up for £2 each, so £8 in total. We got The Wacky World of Sports. I'm sure I've seen Retro Bear mention this a while ago on his channel. It was probably on his A to Z of Wii games. Amp 3. I used to love like the SSX games. I've never played an Amp game, but it looks like it's got that kind of 2000s kind of attitude kind of stuff, feel to it. It's got 300 new audio tracks. That's a lot of music. So Ant 3, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. I've never played a Viva Pinata game before. I recently got the Rare Replay compilation on the Xbox One, and that is a brilliant compilation. I know Retro Bear picked that up as well just recently, and I finished Jet Force Gemini, and that was a mission, that game. That was tough. But I seen that's on there as well. There's a whole bunch of good games in that Rare Replay. And then Batman Arkham Collection. So it's got Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins. So inside the case you have got Arkham Origins, and then you've got the two the two slips. Some obviously they are both downloads for Asylum and City, but I just thought the kind of case was pretty nice looking. Yeah, it's quite nice to have. Next place I went was Cash Generator. Is it Cash Generator? Cash Converters. It's one of those kind of places. So I picked up a little pop. I don't pick up many pops, but when I seen this one, I think it was $4.99. I think it was. It's a Booker Dewitt from Bioshock Infinite. I love Bioshock Infinite. I platinumed that game. I kept on playing it and playing it and playing it because I just loved it so much. A lot of people don't like it as much as the first one. I don't know if I do either, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So when I seen a Booker DeWitt there with his skyhook, I thought I'd pick that up for sure. We picked up Mercury Meltdown on PSP. Nice and complete there. Nice little puzzle game. Puzzle kind of like rolling about maze kind of thing. That was what was that? That was $1.99. Yeah. And then Loco Roco for 50p. That's an absolute steal. What a game this is. This is a wonderful little feel-good, happy game. The music is amazing in it. The graphics are so bright and colourful and cute. 50p. You don't leave a game like that. And I don't have it obviously, so that's in the collection now as well. Alien Isolation, the Nostromo edition for the PS3. I know it's on the PS4 and Xbox One as well, so I think I'd rather play it on those consoles, but I picked this up anyway at $1.99 as well, so that is alright. This one I saw last night on the swap shop. Nerd the Geezer had it. Lee, Nerd the Geezer, he had it, and he's given it across to, I think it was, Paul Retrobait. It's Rock Band, Lego Rock Band. He had it on the 360 though. This is on the PS3. All nice and complete. We picked up Doom as well for $1.99 on the Xbox One. And we picked up, this was a fail. This was a fail because it was the wrong game. I thought it was Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but I picked up Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I've already got in the PS4. But again, it was only $1.99, so I've not lost too much money on it, and I didn't have it on the Xbox One, so I've added it to the collection now. And it's a brilliant game. The new rebooted Tomb Raiders are absolutely brilliant. So they were all from Cash Generator. I got a nice free bundle. Free is the best price. Got a nice free bundle from my brother, so he was cleaning out his kid's room and just games and games. So he just said, here, take these, put them in your game room. If you've got them, keep them. If you don't have them, you can move them on. So I got a whole bunch, and there's a bag full here as well that are just full of doubles that I need to move on at some point. So we got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Oh my god, they're all falling everywhere. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the PS3. I do really enjoy my arcade racers. You know, they're just good to stick on and just kind of lose yourself and just racing. I really like a good arcade racer. Need for Speed Most Wanted. This is meant to be a really good game. It's meant to be a lot better on the Wii U. I think that one goes for a little bit of money. I don't know if it goes for money, sorry, but I know it's the better version, the Wii U version. But happy to have this on the PS3. Medal of Honor Limited Edition on the PS3, nice and complete as well. I've not played it. I think back when these kind of first person shooters were coming out, they were all just getting kind of churned out and lost in the kind of ether. Like they were all, I want to play it because I think it could be kind of cool, but I think everything was getting compared to the COD games because they were the big things at this time, and a lot of first person shooters just kind of get lost in the wayside. I mean, prime example would be Mark Jordy Slasher was talking about it as well, like Singularity. Like it was such a good game, but it just kind of gets overshadowed and it gets missed. So there's probably a lot of good first person shooters out there that just got missed during that kind of period. So I'm hoping that's a good military kind of shooter to blast through. Test Drive Unlimited 2, the PS3, all nice and complete. Tomb Raider Underworld, so I've got this in the 360 and I absolutely love this. I played this one last year. It was so good, so good. There's cool kind of bike parts and things like that, and Norse, a lot of Norse mythology. So this is a really cool game. You shouldn't pass up in Underworld. Little Big Planet. I'm pretty sure I need this one because I think I've got number 2 on the PS3. Conflict Denied Ops. I'm not sure about this one, but I mean, I'm not saying this is going to be as good as, but if you think of something like Spec Ops The Line, it's an absolutely fantastic, wonderful game that people just kind of pass by as well because the kind of name's quite generic and the cover was quite generic, and maybe that's another one of them. I don't think it will be, but if you judge a game by its cover, then you would probably miss out on a game like Spec Ops The Line. So you can't judge a game by its cover, is basically what I'm trying to say. We've got NHL 19. Back in the day I used to love ice hockey. I used to love playing street hockey and skating and all that sort of stuff. Being outside when you were a kid was just the world to you. Like, so I really enjoyed the NHL games, but I've not played one in ages. NHL 98 I think it was, on the PS1. That's got one of the best intros ever, up there with Soul Blade. I love the intro in NHL. What did I say? 98. NHL 98. And we've got a disc only copy of Overwatch, which I've never played. Massive hype around this game, big following. Never touched it. I think it's an online only, arena fighter, first person shooter. But also we got Jump Force as well. Apparently this is all anime stuff, which I'm just completely out of the loop of. I don't know much about anime, but if you like your anime, you're probably going to like Jump Force. And then the last bundle I got was a Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy and I feel bad because I can't remember. I think it was Jordan. He was like an hour south of me, so an hour south. I had to get a bus down there, then I had to wait another bloody 2 hours I think it was to get the next bus back home, but it was definitely worth it. So I picked this bundle up for 60 quid, and I don't have the case. The case is in Jay's room, I think it is. But the bundle, 60 quid, it was a 2DS bundle. We used to have a 2DS, but then the screen got all smashed, so I was on the lookout for another one anyway, so I'm glad I got them. So I'll show the games we got in the bundle first. We got Ben 10, Protector of Earth. All nice and complete. I'm sure the Retro Chef said that the Ben 10 games were good. I think, was it the PS2 one I think he mentioned? One of his shots a while ago. To be honest, I can't remember, but I've never really played a Ben 10 or watched a Ben 10, so it could be alright. Madagascar. Crikey. For Madagascar, there's a couple of other things in here as well. Loose carts. We've got Cooking Mama, and we've got Alexandra Lederman, Peeper Funnel, Horses. I don't know. I know a big game Al likes his horse games, so I don't. Maybe he'll know a little bit better, but I have no idea what that cart's all about. And then we got onto the Pokemon games that came with it, which are pretty cool. Pokemon Dash, never played it. It doesn't look particularly good, but it's a Pokemon game, so it's nice for Jay's kind of Pokemon box that I've got in the room. So with Pokemon Dash, all nice, it's all complete. We got Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs, with a bonus game in there as well. Dropping everything here, Jesus. So we've got the game in there, we've got the manual and everything. We've also got Pokemon Soul Silver, cart only, and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Jesus Christ, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire as well. So I think for 60 quid for these games is really, really cool. I think it's a good deal for sure. And we also got the Pokemon Blue, Sky Blue Limited thing console. Really nice condition, really nice condition. It's got a little, I think it's got a pen there, but I can just wipe that off. But it is really good condition, and such a good little console. I don't know what game's in just now. Ah, yeah, I was playing a bit of a Mario DS. Yeah, it's all good condition. Love it. And I think that's it. That's all my pickups for this month. Please let me know what you think. If you think any of them are good deals, there's a couple there that I thought are absolutely stunning. System Shock 2, I can't wait to play that. Exhumed, Stalker, Shadow, Chernobyl, Area 51. And I want to play Area 51, but I'm not sure if you can use a PS1 game in the PS2 using a PS2 light gun. I don't know if that works. I need to try that actually. I'll try that probably after this. See if that will work on the PS2 and have a wee blast on Area 51. But anyway guys, thank you all very much for watching and take care. Cheers.